Hello and welcome to a new episode of Score Sheet. Today we are going to start immediately as we do have a lot of surprises. I'm not going to speak about them. We are going to let them in as we are speaking in football, mainly football. We are going to tackle a little bit some other news regarding other Egyptians who were shining in the world of sports, in other sports rather than football, and we are going to congratulate them over their achievements. But let's start, as I said, immediately with football. But let me first welcome my dear guest live here in the studio, Mr. Samir Hassan, my sports analyst of this episode. Thank you very much for being with us, sir.
It's a pleasure for me.
As we speak, El Zamalek is going through an encounter with the Mahia of Kenya in the Confederations Cup, and yesterday it was El Ahly, and we are going to follow minute by minute what El Zamalek is doing till the moment it's 2-0 for the White Knights of Egypt. The match is being held in Borg Al Arab Stadium here in Egypt, but let's speak a little bit about what happened yesterday with the African Champions League and with the Red Devils of El Ahly, and with a surprising defeat in front of Vita Club of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Still, El Ahly has more chances, and next Saturday, inshallah, El Ahly is going to go through a fierce encounter, a death or life encounter against the Shbibet Astaura of Algeria. But let's first comment on what happened yesterday. Yesterday, it was, in my humble opinion, a tragedy. I mean, El Ahly were randomly playing. Nobody knew where his position is. And especially after what happened to Shenawi, the goalkeeper of Al Ahly, who fell with a very serious injury, and with Ali Lotfi as a substitute. Give me your evaluation in general, and then we are going to go into the details.
Yeah. About yesterday match, you know that Ahly, I think that if Ahly yesterday, I think that get the win. About this match yesterday, I think that he can ensure to across to the
second round.
Level. Yeah. It will be the 10th round. Okay. But I think it was, you know, that Ahly totally, it not, I think that quite good as we know Ahly. Okay. We talk about, frankly speaking, about Ahly.
Sure.
We know, everyone know Ahly very well. Although the match yesterday, I find that it was easy to Ahly to across it.
Yes, this is what I was talking about.
Yeah. Although that, you know, that I find that many goals. I think that Ahly players lost many goals during the match, and at the end, you know, that we received this goal at the end.
84th minute.
Yeah, 84 minutes. It's very late. But in the same time, do you know that Ahly had a chance, okay, next match against Shabib Saura. If we get, I think that Ahly, I think that need to need to win, okay, to ensure to across.
Need to do what Al Ahly needs to do.
Yeah, need to win.
A lot of homework. No, I mean in preparation.
Yeah. Do you know that for preparing for this match? Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I mean Al Ahly. For example, Al Ahly in front of Simba here, it was something. And there...
5-0.
And then
after
to be defeated 1-0 in the second leg match. So as if this is another squad, despite the fact that Lazarte resulted to the very same squad approximately.
Yeah.
So what happened? Why Al Ahly sometimes is losing harmony this way, and in another time, for example, the 4-0 match in the Egyptian Premier League, so they went to Vita Club with high stamina. But what happened? For me, this is strange. With the performance of yesterday, it was weird.
Yeah. I find the Ahly in Champions League, I find the Ahly, you know, that some vibration about the level of Ahly, okay, performance of Ahly. I think Ahly, it's not like the Egyptian League. Ahly find in Egyptian League, I think that he take his way good way, okay? But if we go to the Champions League, we find Ahli, we find I think that some vibration in the standard and the level performance of Ahli for it. So that I hope Ahli next match, everyone knows that no way.
Yeah?
Yeah, he should win this match. After that, he can go to the next level, and next level he has another.
By the way, sir, if you permit me to say so, regarding the Egyptian Premier League, it's not Al Ahly is doing good only. It's with the setbacks of Pyramids and Al Zamalek. Those setbacks were for the best interest of Al Ahly.
Yeah.
With the draws of or defeats of Pyramids and Al Zamalek in the last 2 weeks, Al Ahly steadily went step by step to reach the second place with 1 point to separate Al Zamalek from Al Ahly. And of course, the derby is going to take place by the end of March, on the 30th of March. So it's the long away. And I think this match is going to decide who is going to be on top of the Egyptian Premier League this season.
Yeah.
Again, one final question to move to Al Zamalek, to the match which is taking place as we speak. Regarding Al Ahly and their goalkeepers, because this is a big problem. Sharif Ikrami is injured. Now Mohamed Shenawi is injured, and also nobody knows when he is going to return back. They are going to return back from the Democratic Republic of Congo tomorrow morning, inshallah, Monday morning. And here his state of health or his injury is going to be evaluated to know for how many days or weeks, I don't know, he is going to be far from the pitch. What Al Ahly should do to secure this position, the goalkeepers?
You know, as you said that, you know that Sharif Ikrami before, you know that he has injury, or he is, I think that is not stability in his performance, okay, about last weeks. And Shenawi, I think that take this position long time in Ahly now. And for Ali Lotfi, do you know that? Ali Lotfi, you know that very well. Ali Lotfi need more matches, okay? I think that to can secure his position in goalkeeper to Ahly. So that Al Ahly, I think that for the next match, as told you, yani, if Al Ahly would like to continue very well, I think that he should prepare that Ali Lotfi to be, I think that to be very ready to this match, as you know, that's the last match, and at the same time, this match, it will be in our field here in home. So that I think that if you compare Ahly with Shabibat al-Sawra, you find Ahly, I think that's Ahly big club.
It was not bigger than Africa. Simba.
Yeah, it's like Simba, and same time, do you know that Simba, Ahly won here, okay, in
Burj Al Arab.
In Burj Al Arab. After that, I think that he lost away. Do you know that Ahly? I find Ahly long time, do you know that, not get win out away of Egypt. Long time. If you get the history about the matches of Ahly in Champions League.
For 20 matches, the Egyptian teams did not win in Congo. And I don't know why. Maybe this is a bad omen or something. But tell you what, sir, let me put my question in other words. There were media reports speaking about Al Ahly taking 2 of the juniors of the goalkeepers, namely Ahmed Tariq Suleiman and Mustafa Ahmed Shubair, to be qualified, or at least to be ready, psychically even, to shoulder this responsibility, despite the fact that they are too young for that. A yes or no question? Do you think that this is a right decision?
I think that, do you know that in Ahly now, in this situation, he need to do that. Okay, no choice. You understand me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Since you know that Ali Lotfi, do you know that Ali Lotfi has experience before in premium sorry.
But he's not playing.
Yeah, but it's, do you know that, no choice. What the choice Al Ahly? Sharif Ikrami out now. Mohamed Shenawi out also, that for injury.
This needs some preparation, sir, psychically for the players, and to document, to write the names of the new guys in the list of Al Ahly to play on the African level. This is another story.
That's
yeah.
No choice for it.
We are going to go to move to Al Zamalek. I think till the moment is still 2-0 for Al Zamalek against Jor Mahia of Kenya. And thank you for for correcting my pronunciation. It's Jormahia. I was calling it Jormahia.
Jormahia, yes, okay.
And by the way, inshallah, Al Ahli is going to go through this match against Al Sawra of Shabibat Al Sawra of Algeria, and the CAF announced that Al Sadiq Al Salmi of Tunisia, the Tunisian referee, is going to be the one who is going to run the match. We hope, we wish all the best for the Red Devils to continue in a successful way in their journey in the African Champions League. To Al Zamalek. And to Al Zamalek, thank God, this is the second win, inshallah, for Al Zamalek. And by this, Al Zamalek is going to relatively secure their position in their group to move forward in the Confederations Cup.
Yeah.
But very exhausting, because Al Zamalek is going to go through. They are going to play against. They are going to have two matches.
Not today, Jormahia.
No.
And
Jormahia, and then
Nasr
Sendai, and then once again.
Away. No.
In Algeria.
Algeria, last match.
Very exhausting.
Yeah.
How do you see Gross is going to take care of this?
Do you know that? I know that in competition here in Egypt, do you know that respect of the African Cup, the time is very limited.
Yeah.
Okay, so that our premier today I heard that maybe they cancel the cups, or maybe the
already said. Samir Hassan said it.
Yeah, said that many times.
Indefinitely postponed the Egyptian Cup.
Yeah. So that for Zamalek, I think, irrespective of Zamalek and Confederation, do you know that Zamalek has, I think, got a chance now after the match today, Petro Atletico against Nasr Sendai. After this result, Zamalek has chance. I think
Petro Atletico defeated Nasr Sendai of Algeria. Yes.
So that Zamalek, if Zamalek, inshallah, I think pass this match today with Jormahia, Zamalek will reach to the 8 points. Okay, so that he will be in the first place of this group, and next match will be in Algeria against Nasr Sendai. I think in this match, if Zamalek at least get draw, Zamalek can, I think that can move to the next level for it. We hope that. So. But in same time, I hope Zamalek to pass today match. As you know that.
Till the moment we are in the minute number 21, and till the moment it's 2-0 for Zamalek. Yes.
Yeah, because you know that Zamalek last matches we found that in the first time Zamalek, I think that his performance very good, and after that we found second time we found something happened, get draw or something like that. So that we hope Zamalek continue as the same performance of the first time.
With the return of Mahmoud Ala, my favorite.
Mahmoud Ala and Obama.
The defender, top scorer, if I may say.
And finally he is in national team now.
And we hope that he is going to continue the same way after the big injury he had. This is the very first appearance after the injury. By the way, the two goals which were scored by Zamalek, the first was by Mahmoud Ala and the second was by Yusuf Obama. Yeah.
And I hope Zamalek continue as the same performance for second time, and if Zamalek, as told you, that pass this time and this match, I think with the 3 points, Zamalek will be in the first place, okay, in this group, and I think that Zamalek, if he can get.
Do you see any changes? Should be changes in the Zamalek squad, sir, or it should remain the same way? I mean, with the same names.
Yeah. For the squad of Zamalek, I find that it's good. I think that when I heard about the squad of Zamalek for the first time of Jormahia match today, we find Zamalek, I think, the stability, good team, I find it. He started with Ahdadi as well.
Hamid Ahdad and Omar Said for the first time to start with.
Attack. Yeah. And did you know that, as do you know that Khalid Boutayeb absent today, I think that for his
our deepest condolences to Khalid Boutayeb, who lost his dad recently and who returned back to pay farewell to his dad, and he couldn't make it to Cairo before this match. So our deepest condolences to the Egyptian, the Al Zamalek International. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Regarding this, because I want to know, in your opinion, how Gross is going to play or to have at least minor changes in his squad in the coming period to avoid exhaustion. I mean, we do have many internationals. So who should be on the bench and who should start with? Who should be avoided or being aside to let him stay or to save him, to secure him for the encounter with Al Ahly? Which is which? Because whenever you do have a lot of substitutes, then you do have the ability to choose.
Yeah. I think that any manager, I think that he should look to the match step by step. Okay, since you know that Zamalek now still in the competition on Confederation.
Yeah.
Okay, so that he looked to the today match of Jormahia. Okay, and after that he will look to the next match, and after that, do you know that? As do you know that, I know that very well. The coach or the manager look to the next match, not talk about maybe that's for the match of Ahly or something like that. Do you know that the coach and the manager look up the next match, and after that we will think about second match. So that I think that he would like to secure his, do you know that his position in Confederation, and after that he will, I think that he will think about the next match.
Now it's time for our very first, let me say, surprise of our episode, of this episode of Score Sheet to be accurate. We have Peregrini Townley, and he is a fan from Burnley, despite the fact that we should say hard luck with what happened today. It was 4-2 for Liverpool, but I think that he has something to say. Hello, sir.
Hello, madam. How are you? Very great pleasure to be the first person on your program from Britain, I think.
The pleasure is all ours. And as far as I know, that you are a top fan, if I may say, of Burnley. So hard luck first.
Well, thank you very much.
It was.
We were all very excited after that first goal, and you know, it's even more important for us was to score a goal away from home in such a terrific style. But Liverpool are a great team. You know, they're in the top league with so much more resources than us. But we fought hard.
But at least you've lived such a good time after the very first goal, because your team scored first. It was a remontada for Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool were the ones who tried to equalize with Burnley.
Absolutely. And normally it gave us a huge momentum. But in the end, I'm afraid their superior skill perhaps, and they have some fantastic players. And
amen
we
to
just
that,
have to live with the result.
Yeah, and they are all great, but above all, Jurgen Klopp is on the top of the list. He is for me, he's a magician. He knew well how to deal with each. He has such a way to understand how psychically he should deal with each of his players. And since you are a top fan, and since you are such a keen fan to watch, I mean, the EPL competition matches, tell me about your impression, because I heard that many of the English lovers of football think about Liverpool before Salah as something and after Salah something else, as if Salah made such a difference, or he had given such his touch on Liverpool. If you agree with me on that.
I do. I mean, let me tell you, I think there is hardly a fan of football in Great Britain who does not really appreciate the tremendous excitement that Salah has brought to our game. So many overseas players in the Premiership have really added to the excitement, and I think it's one of the reasons why crowds are increasing, and everyone has really enjoyed Mo. He has been taken into almost every English supporter of whatever team in the Premier League. He, you know, his smile has lit up 1,000 stadiums, 1,000 games. His goals are terrific. His speed, his dribbling ability, and his smile. You know, always it's done with great joy. Yeah. And I think one of the things that really has captured the the imagination of football fans all over the world is his humility. You know, he's one of those players. Of course, we all know he earns a great deal of money, much of which he sends home. I think all of these examples he sets are terrific. They're terrifically exciting and very important for the youth of today, but also for those of us who are older. We really appreciate the whole way he carries himself. You know, his humility, his generosity, and his joy at playing. We love Mo in this country.
I'm honored to have with me Mr. Samir Hassan, my sports analyst of this episode, and I want to ask you something. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, Mr. Pellegrini.
Hi, Samir. Great pleasure to speak to you.
Yeah, it's great to speak with you. You know, Pellegrini, I would ask you, as I know that you have a good relation with Burnley club and you have very close with Burnley, so that I would ask you, what's the difference between Burnley this season and the Burnley last season? As you know that Burnley last season was, do you know that, in the 7th place in the table, in the rank. But this season you are in critical situation. What do you see, Burnley?
Well, I think the difference between this year and last year, this is as a fan, of course. For me, management has been the same. The support of the directors and the owners has been the same. I think we always, you know, results can be won or lost on the flick of sometimes a referee's decision, sometimes just woodwork on a bar, and sometimes luck, sometimes other things. But I think our team this year is the same as last year. I think it's very difficult for a club like Burnley, with the resources we have available, which I believe the directors use very wisely. But it's very difficult when you want to win everything. You want to be in every competition. You seriously want to give the fans, and I think they do, the excitement and the possibility and the huge potential of being involved in Europe, for example. But I think it's very difficult for a club with our resources to fight on too many fronts. Our season started very early.
Yeah.
I think that was very different to last season, obviously. And I think it's difficult to fight on all fronts with relatively limited resources when you consider what's available to the huge deep pockets of Manchester City or Liverpool or Manchester United or Arsenal or Chelsea, or even teams like Everton, who are not of the very richest, but they're certainly a great deal more resources at their disposal than us. So I think, you know, as a club, you want to give your fans as many things to shout about and be joyful about as possible, but it does lead sometimes to to fighting too many battles, and I think that's what happened to us at the beginning of this season. And now we're coming into our own. I think, the amount of points we have garnered in the last 7 or 8 games, even though, you know, a loss at Newcastle was unfortunate and a loss against Liverpool obviously was unfortunate. But I think we're going to be safe. In my heart, I think we have maybe, you know, mathematically, of course, it's difficult to assess, but the 2 bottom teams are quite a long way below us. And I think a couple more good wins, and we probably raise ourselves to, you know, number 15 or 14 or... So I think we should be confident, although not complacent.
And we wish you the best of luck, sir. Mr. Townley, by the way, you're most welcome in Egypt. When we are going to see you here, we would like to have you here in our studio, not only via phone.
Well, I'm intending to be in Egypt quite a lot over the next sort of 4 to 12 months, so I hope I get the opportunity to meet you too. It's been a great pleasure and a great honor to be able to be on the program.
Thank you very much for being with us, and it was an honor to have you, sir.
It's been a great pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. We had from England Pellegrini Townley, and he's such a fan of Burnley, and we are going to continue with more with more surprises, if I may say, from England, we are going to listen and to watch some of the top fans of Liverpool. And speaking in specific about Mo Salah, especially after those media reports which said that Salah may move to the Juves, for example, or to Real Madrid. What is going to be the reaction of the Liverpool supporters and fans? This is something which we are going to discover right now in this very special videos. And we are going to turn back to continue with my dear guest live here in the studio. So stay tuned only on Nile TV International.
For some reason, we heard this rumours that the Egyptian player Mohamed Salah, he could be leaving Liverpool and should join Juventus. But in my opinion, Salah should stay at Liverpool. Definitely, he should stay. And the reason is he's not just a good player, but most of the supporters in Liverpool actually adore him. And he's very, very loved by this club and supporters of Liverpool, as well as other clubs in the Premiership, Also, in my opinion, I mean, he's an icon, he could actually give a chance to other Egyptian players to come maybe in the future and join the Premiership clubs, As you know, the Premier League is one of the biggest in the world, and you can't compare Italian league with the English league. I mean, England is far much bigger than the Italian league, So my advice is, for Salah, just stick to Liverpool, and the club is very, very famous. It's a huge club, Liverpool, and he can achieve so many talented Egyptian players coming maybe from the country and joining the club. And I hope he stays. It's good for him. It's good for Egypt, and it's good for Liverpool. In Italy, it's different clubs, they have the supporters very, very different than England, and their players change all the time. Well, here in Premiership, the players stick to the clubs and actually achieve their future for long terms, So that's my opinion. So Salah should stay in Liverpool, definitely. Thank you.
So I'm a massive fan of Mo Salah. I think he's been an absolutely incredible player for Liverpool. Ever since he joined, really. I mean, last season, his impact was enormous. He was scoring so many goals, and he really transformed that Liverpool team. So Liverpool went from a team that was quite, in the sort of top 5 or 6 teams to being now almost the number 1 team. They're the team to beat now. And I think a lot of that is down to Mo. He's been such an influential player, and he's also affected a lot of the other players and has made them, has improved their playing just being with him. And I've loved watching him play. He's an absolute dynamite on the pitch. And he's an absolute pleasure to watch and is exciting. He's made Liverpool's games a lot more, thrilling to watch because you anticipate what Mo is going to do next. And he really has changed the Premier League this season, which has been incredible. So yeah, I love watching him play, and I hope he stays with Liverpool because I think the team is going to do very well with him, leading the front. And he's also his brilliance also showed in the World Cup because it meant that English players were now sort of supporting Egypt in the World Cup, and because they love Mo Salah so much, and yeah, it was great to support them, and I think Mo has equally improved the Egyptian team, which is really exciting for North African football. So yeah, that's what I think of Mo Salah, and hope he stays Liverpool because he's fantastic. He's absolutely fantastic.
Welcome back, and now it's 4-0 by the way for Zamalek. Farajani Sassi added the 3rd, Omar Saeed added the 4th, and just 4 minutes to go. Then now Zamalek secured its position, at least relatively, in their encounter, by this encounter against the Gor Mahia of Kenya. Congratulations to the White Knights, and we hope that they are going to continue the same way. I was very happy when I was listening to those people speaking about Salah this way. And today it was such an encounter between Liverpool and Burnley, and despite the fact that Salah did not score, but he had 2 assists. So it was first, I think it was for Firmino, and the second was for Sadio Mane. So it was great, and congratulations to Liverpool in general. Whenever Salah is going to feel happy, we are all happy. And there are, I'm not going to say criticism, but at least media reports speaking about this season, about Salah as not the Salah of the past season because of the percentage of scoring. How do you see this, and how do you see these reports, and how Salah should react to this, and how Jurgen Klopp is reacting to this?
Yeah, I think if we talk about, I think that we'd like to talk about Liverpool as a whole. Don't talk about Salah, do you know that? Still Liverpool, I think that do pressure behind Man City. Okay, and same time, Salah, I think his performance very good, quite good. Regardless scored or something like that. And at the same time, he is one of the scorer. Still one of the scorer. I think that he's...
and he should not be the top scorer in each season. I mean, we should not expect that he is going to remain on top of the scorers each season.
Yeah, we like to do that. Yeah. And at the same time, he is still. And I know that today, Aubameyang, I think today scored as well against Man United. So that I think that irrespective of the scorer, Salah is still in the competition as a scorer, and at the same time, Salah's performance with Liverpool very well, very good, and at the same time he is do assist today, as you said that it's good. I think his performance is good, and irrespective of the scorer and the goals, it's coming, coming. Do you know that? And at the same time, he played as team. Don't like to play as Salah only to score. And many times, any player, if you ask any player and ask Salah about if you would like to
Salah
be
considered a striker in the first place?
Or Liverpool get the champion, you ask, no, I would like...
Sir, what's the position of Salah?
Yeah, Salah, do you know that?
Salah is not a striker.
Yeah,
he's a winger.
So
by
that
all
it's
means.
good. It's good. Do you know, Aubameyang, he's a striker. Okay, and
clear one.
Yeah. So that you find Salah, I find Salah is he has good cooperation with his team. Okay, and at the same time, his performance is good. And irrespective of the score or something like that, and the goals, it's coming. Okay.
Two surprises in the European football in general.
Yeah.
The exit of Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain. For me, those were the biggest surprises. And I was just very sad for Gianluigi Buffon. Till the moment, he is my favorite. With all my respect to Peter Cech, to Neuer, to Navas, to Bravo, to whoever, to Iker Casillas, to you name it, but Buffon is still one of the legends of goalkeeping worldwide. But surprising or was expected, especially for Real Madrid?
Real Madrid, okay. Do you know that it's a loud surprise about Real Madrid result? Do you know that? Yeah. As do you know, Real Madrid in the first match won, do you know that? 2-1, okay? He was away, and in his field in Madrid, he lost. Do you know that he lost? It was dramatic. 1-4.
Yeah.
Do you know? And at the same time, I don't like to lose the the efforts of Ajax. Okay, Ajax was in this match was wonderful team. Okay.
In front of whom, sir?
Yeah.
In front of whom?
Yeah, okay. Do you know that?
Still, I am talking about Real Madrid, but Real Madrid without Cristiano Ronaldo and Real Madrid without Zinedine Zidane before anything else.
Okay.
And with this fluctuating performance,
I told before.
I think it was normal.
Yeah, do you know, I told before, do you know that Real Madrid in vibration stage now, you know, and do you know about this match? I think maybe Solari will leave the team after this match, after Ajax match.
How do you see, sir, the media report speaking about the return of Zinedine Zidane to Real Madrid to rescue the match, or to rescue the team, or to try to regain its glory?
Yeah, I think for Zinedine Zidane, I think choose the time he can leave.
To leave.
To leave.
Yeah.
I think that he is hero in this time. You understand? And in the same time, maybe
then let me put my question in other words. Who should shoulder this responsibility or capable of shouldering this responsibility now?
in respect of the Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Real Madrid, you know, do you find Solari started with Real Madrid with many matches good, okay? After that, do you know that the management of Real Madrid and the board said that continue. I think that this is strategy of the clubs all over the world. Do you know that if the assistant or the coach or something like that continue, and you know that get many good results, he continue. But now I think this time to Solari to go. Maybe
Say goodbye.
maybe Zinedine return to Real Madrid. It's amazing. It will be.
Or do they have other options?
Mourinho?
I'm waiting for this.
Okay, if you look, you know, Mourinho, okay, Mourinho, it's good. But if you see the try with the experience Mourinho with Man United, it was dramatic. Okay, but in same time, as I told before, do you know that maybe this coach will be good with this team and with this club, and after that move to another club, it will be not good. I think it's and Mourinho before was with Real Madrid, and I think that he already achieved a good result, okay, with Real Madrid, so that maybe he come back to Real Madrid. Although you know that Man United now with Solskjaer, it's amazing with this man, and
he made his name.
Yeah, he made his name.
Sure.
And you know that after the period of Mourinho. And do you know about the last match against PSG? It's a dramatic result.
By all means.
Okay, dramatic. Okay, and so that this man, I think that do.
And what
many
was
things
dramatic
to
was the
United.
performance of Buffon, because as if he was giving some gifts. I said that before. He was gifting his rivals with the goals he had. And I don't know what happened to him to have this dropping performance. Of course, he's 40. We are not going to deny his age. But this was not even the case last season. But let's move to another issue or another European musical seats game. Ranieri and moving to Roma. To AS Roma, I mean, how do you see the movements of the coaches? I feel that there is a will just to have this musical seats issue or the musical seats game. Who is going to shoulder the responsibility for this team? Oh, we are going to take this coach from here and to put him there, and that's it.
This is the football all over the world. Okay.
Professional football.
Yeah, professional football. Do you know that? And in the same time, as told you before, do you know that maybe you can find this coach to go with this team, and after that maybe if he moved to another team, maybe he failed or do you know that bad result, and after that moved to the third team, and he got good result with this third team. So that I think it's like as told you, Mourinho with Man United. I think this experience, it's Mourinho with Man United, we find Man United failed with them.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Yes.
And if you compare this period and the same period Mourinho with Real Madrid, you find another Mourinho.
Yes.
Yeah, it's happened all over the world in respect of the coaches to move from team to team, and it's happened here in Egypt as well.
Sir, I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. If you are going to ask me right now, where is Hussam Hassan? Hussam Hassan is coaching which team? I'm not going to remember. Because Hussam Hassan coached 4 teams or something in one season.
Masri, Pyramids, and after, many teams now, and now Smoha, and it's happened. As we return to Egypt, Egypt is going to go through this encounter against Niger in the it's official and it's important and everything, but we qualified already, so it's not going to affect us. And because of this, even the fixture, which is chosen and announced already by Aguirre, it's without Mo Salah and it's without also Ahmed Hijazi. So how do you see this coming step? Is it going to be another test for Aguirre, how he is going to show his tactics in front of Niger? Because now there is no weak African team. They are all strong ones. Yeah. Do you know that Aguirre announced about 25 players for the camp. I think this camp will start on, I think that 17 of March of this month.
You said 2 weeks before the game.
Yeah. For the first match of Niger, it's the first match. It's this one.
Nigeria is already friendly.
Yeah. And second match, it's a friendly match against Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Okay, so that I find the squad of Aguirre, I think that he chose many new players. Okay, and in the same time. We find many players. I think that we find many players new in this squad with Aguirre. And we know that Aguirre would like to reduce the age of the national team. Okay, and in the same time, I know that very well he would like to get new generation for the national team. Okay. And in respect of Salah and Ahmad Hijaz, he left and this match is not. I think that's not.
It's not that important
match, and we already qualified. Okay, to African qualifiers, and I think that he preferred to lift Salah to Liverpool and Ahmad Hijaz to West Bromwich with their.
And he was injured.
With their.
We wish him a speedy recovery. Yeah.
And in the same time, again, I think that this time would like to try these players, okay, and in the same time, these players should, I
have
think,
their
that
chance.
prove them, have a chance to prove themselves. Do you know that, and catch the opportunity, okay, with the national team, okay.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Samir Hassan, thank you very much for your input, sir.
You are.
It was a great pleasure to have you. Before we go, congratulations to Farida Osman. She is now number 2 on the world on the 50-meter butterfly. And we wish a speedy recovery to Hidayah Malak, the great Taekwondo Egyptian player, as she had such a surgery. But we know that she is going to pass it and to continue, inshallah, to Tokyo 2020. By this, we come to the end of this special episode of Score Sheet. We'll meet again same time on Nile TV International. On behalf of Dr. Mohamed Rabia, Amr Fathallah, the staff of our Studio 35, and myself, Nermeen Abdurrahman, many thanks for watching always and forever from the Egyptian capital, from Cairo. Peace be upon you all, or Assalamu alaikum.
Huh?